And now we are approaching our 11 o'clock hour. It's 11 a.m. on Sunday, January 19th. We are waiting for our storm to start to organize. We're starting to see some indications of light snow developing over central and eastern Pennsylvania. Very, very light. We're also getting some reports in northwestern New Jersey, but still haven't been confirmed yet. But there's still some flurries going around the region right now. We take a look at the observations. There's a lot of concern by some on social media of our temperatures warming up on the coast into the upper 30s to lower 40s. This again was expected in the forecast. There's not much of a concern here. Why are we warming up here? Well, we're going out through the day. Our sun's rising, although clouds are also increasing. And our air mass is such of a typical polar air mass. Nothing that's too impressive, right? So, we're warming up to pretty much where we should be with this type of air mass. We're 850 millibar temperatures around 0 to about -3 degrees Celsius. As you can see off to our west, temperatures are in the 20s and 30s here. This is a little bit colder. And then our Arctic air mass is back here where we're in the teens and 20s. Now, remember, this event is really going to be increasing in activity at 3 p.m. So we got, let's see, it's 11 a.m. now, so about 4 hours until we really start to kick into high gear here. And we really get a chance to really study the evolution of this storm and the potential for some mesoscale banding. So as of right now, what we're seeing is pretty much what you would expect right now based on the forecast that is in place. Now, the fact we've had snow starting to break out a little bit faster out here in east central Pennsylvania and in eastern Pennsylvania certainly bodes well for the forecast right now in those regions where we're expecting 3 to 6 inches of snow. Again, our jackpot area is looking to set up basically around the northern Delaware River Valley, northern New Jersey, Hudson River Valley, northern Connecticut, where we have that nice area of 6 to 10 inches, and that's pushing up into portions of Massachusetts. And this is where not necessarily the heaviest snowfall, but where you're going to have your colder air coming in to really enhance your snowfall rates. So in your snowfall ratio, and that is what is going to be the key. Now we're already starting to see some moderate banding taking place here in West Virginia as our low pressure system starts to organize. And again, this is going to be a weak low pressure system. The idea of this being a 995 or a 990 millibar low pressure system, or at one point the Canadian had about a 987 millibar low, that was never going to be the case because this type of weather pattern that we're in is a very progressive one. This is why this is a fast moving storm. It's out of here by about 10 p.m. So right about the time you're heading home from the Eagles game, hopefully a win for you guys, we'll see. By the time you're getting home, this storm's done. At the same time, in the middle of the storm, in the middle of the game, the storm's going to be raging. So it's going to get pretty interesting for the Eagles game, that is for sure. Taking a look at the infrared satellite picture over the past hour, we're starting to see an increase in the cold cloud tops here over the Ohio River Valley as our shortwave starts to get its act together. What you're going to see in your water vapor satellite picture is a bowing of this precipitation, of this moisture transport here. You're going to see a little bit of an expansion, almost kind of like a hump starting to show up as we get this low pressure system organized. And you'll see that also on the infrared satellite picture. A slight hint of that already starting to take shape here. As you can see, just a little bit. It's got its way to go, but it is starting to organize. Our 850 millibar temperatures, again, right now at 850 millibars, you have a southerly flow with our 850 millibar 0 degree line just off the coast right now. So of course, in this scenario, you got in the mid levels warm air transport, and at the off towards the west, you have that cold air transport. As this feature jumps towards the coast, that's when you're going to start to see all this Arctic air just stream in and drive in towards the coast this evening. Again, not as aggressive as some of the stronger model guys are showing, but a gradual step down. You're going to literally see this on the radar of the precipitation shield getting more and more enhanced as that Arctic air builds in. And again, on the coastal plain, again, this is where our freezing line is right now, and our light snow is falling. as we get our snow really organizing, you're not going to see a significant drop in temperatures because the atmosphere is actually pretty well saturated. We're not seeing any types of virga reports starting to really show up here, especially in eastern Pennsylvania. Here's our gradient setting up at 850 millibars, and what we're going to be watching here at 925 millibars is this cold air transport gaining strength. See, right now, there's our warming taking place. This cold air transport is going to start to gain strength as our 925 millibar low, which is starting to organize down here with our surface low. Again, let's pull up 925 millibars. So you can see this broad trough as this starts to shift east. And the same thing here at 850 millibars. As this starts to shift east, you're going to cut off the warm air transport by this afternoon, let's say about 2 p.m. or so. And that's when we're going to start to see the real strong cold air transport taking shape. Again, so here's New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Here's our weak 850 millibar low. The core is most likely going to take shape right about here and then march its way right off the New Jersey coast. And that is when the storm starts to get interesting. So pretty much everything is evolving as expected, maybe a little bit faster start over eastern Pennsylvania, about 2 hours early. But this is very, very light stuff right now. And then we got our storm out here that's getting ready to track. We'll keep an eye on this event as we go on through the next several hours. In the meantime, stay safe out there.